The adult who laughs all of the time is a child. Good day to all my viewers, and welcome to another episode. And here we're going to a fresh section, and that is section 12, or Surah to Yusuf, the surah devoted to the prophet Joseph. Yes, those who believe in the Quran always add prophet to them. And when they mention their names, they say, alayhi salam, peace be unto him, one of the prophets. Mm. So our Christian brothers just say Joseph. Mm. And then Isaiah, no good by Chow. Mm. The Muslim will say Prophet Isaiah, alayhi salam, Prophet Zachariah, alayhi salam. Mm. That's the little we can do to refer them. They deserve it, don't they? Fine. So we're going to chapter 12, which is Surah to Yusuf. We go to the introduction first. Once again, I think I will show you. Here it is. Surah to Yusuf, introduction. All right, Namshin. For the chronological place of this surah and the general argument of surahs 10 to 17, see introduction to surah 10. Oh, these are in Roman numerals. So 10, I know is 10, is X. But then the next one is XV. And I suppose that's 17. Sometimes I mix Roman numerals with the Arabic numerals. While V in the Roman numeral means 7. No. V in Roman numerals means 5. I believe so. In Arabic, it means 7. So here XV, I think, is 15. Pardon me. I don't know everything. Okay. See introduction to Surah 10. Okay. In subject matter, there is a hyphen before the subject. There is a hyphen between them. Subject matter. I don't know if it's an error. In subject matter, yes, maybe that's it. In subject matter, this surah is entirely taken up with the story of Joseph. But before then, there is brackets with the story into brackets recapitulated rather than told, recapitulated rather than told of Joseph. The youngest into brackets but one, the youngest into brackets but one, or let's move the brackets, the youngest of the 12 sons of the patriarch Jacob, of the patriarch Jacob, full stop. This story is called the most beautiful of stories. And that will be into brackets XII, which I interpret as 12. XII verse 3. Okay, that's chapter 10, verse 3. We yet to read it. For many reasons. That's for many reasons. For many reasons. One, it is the most detailed of any in the Quran. Wonderful, isn't it? Two, it is full of human vicissitudes. It is full of human vicissitudes. For some of us who don't know, I didn't know the spelling of vicissitude. It's vicissitudes, comma, of human vicissitudes, and has therefore deservedly appealed to men and women of all classes. Semicolon. Then three, it paints in vivid colors with their spiritual implications, comma, the most varied aspects of the life, or the most varied aspects of life, the most varied aspects of life, hyphen, the patriarch's old age and the confidence between him and his title, best beloved, best hyphenated beloved, best beloved son, comma, the elder brother's jealousy, of this little son, comma, their plots and their father's grief, comma, the sale of the father's darling into darling into slavery for a miserable little price. I like the word miserable. Oh my God. For a miserable little price, comma, carnal love contrasted with purity and chastity, comma, false charges, comma, comma, the inspiration of dreams, comma, oh, the comma is monotonous. Let me read it without calling comma, comma, eh? Sorry. Okay. The interpretation of dreams, low life and high life, full stop. Innocence raised to honor. The sweet revenge is in double inverted commas. The sweet revenge of forgiveness and benevolence. High matters, high matters or high matters of state and administration. Humility in exaltation. Filial love, filial Filial, filial love and the beauty of piety and truth. All these are ascribed to the prophet Joseph. He demonstrated all this. All these are demonstrated in his life story in the Quran, as we are yet to see, of course, in the other revelations too. Okay. No, we go to fresh paragraph. The story is similar to, but identical with the biblical story, yes. But the atmosphere is wholly different. But the atmosphere is wholly different. Whole, Whollly, wholly different. Full stop. The biblical story is like a folk tale in which morality has no place. Yes. Yes. There is in the village just told like a normal level, like a normal novel. Sorry, like a normal novel, which has folktale in which morality has no place, full stop. Its tendency is to exalt the clever and financially minded Jew against the Egyptian, comma, and to explain certain ethnic and tribal peculiarities in later Jewish history, full stop. Joseph is shown as buying up all the cattle. Joseph is shown as buying up all the cattle and the land of the poor Egyptians for the state under the stress of famine conditions, and making the Israelites rulers over Pharaoh's cattle. Full stop. The Quranic story, on the other hand, is less a narrative than a highly spiritual sermon of, of allegory, explaining the seeming conditions in life, the enduring nature of virtue in a world full of flux and change, and the marvelous working of God's eternal purpose in his plan as unfolded to us on the wide canvas of history. Let's go by allegory. It's spelled Aleegoy. And where is this word to? Flux. And flux is spelled flux is spelled Flux. Okay, canvas of history. This aspect of the matter has been a favorite with Muslim exegesis. Exegesis is spelled Exegesis. sorry, it's exegesis rather, and it's spelled Egegetists. Full stop. Summary. We go to the next paragraph. Summary. Life is a dream and a vision. Life is a life is a dream and a vision to be explained by stories and parables, as in the perspicuous Arabic Quran. As in the perspicuous Arabic Quran. Full stop. The truth which Joseph, the prophet of God, saw in his vision was unpalatable to his ten half brothers who who plotted against him and sold him into slavery to a merchant to a merchant for a few pieces of silver. They say 10 half brothers, but they are supposed to be 11. I think the other one, Benjamin or Benjamin, may be the blood brother. Pardon me if I'm not correct. Mm. All right. Uh, Sold him into slavery to a merchant for a few pieces of silver. Into brackets, XII 1 to 20. That's chapter 12, 1 to 20. We have to begin it, so we will go there. Okay. Then paragraph. Joseph was taken by the merchant into Egypt, comma, was bought by a great Egyptian court dignitary, Aziz. Aziz is mighty. Was bought by a great Egyptian court dignitary, into brackets, Aziz, who adopted him, sorry. The dignitary's wife sought, the dignitary's wife sought, but in vain, to attract Joseph to the delights of earthly love, to the delights of earthly love. Full stop. His resistance brought him disgrace and imprisonment, but he taught the truth. But he taught the truth even in prison, and was known for his kindness. Full stop. One of the fellow prisoners to whom he had interpreted a dream was released and received into favor as the king's cupbearer. That's how his story got to the king. Then 12:21 to 42. The story is there. We're yet to get there. Paragraph. The king had a vision which Joseph got an opportunity of explaining. But before that, the king had a vision which Joseph, into brackets, through the cupbearer. So the cupbearer of the king, and the cupbearer was in prison with Joseph. So it was through him that the king got an opportunity. To get to Joseph, who could explain dreams. The same person that he imprisoned. Okay, full stop. Joseph insisted that all the scandal that had been raised about him should be publicly cleared. Full stop. He was received into favor and was appointed wazir by the king. Wazir is spelled Wazir, but it's an Arabic word. He was appointed wazir by the king. Full stop. His half brothers, into brackets, driven by famine, came to Egypt and were treated kindly by Joseph without their knowing his identity. He knew them, they didn't know him. Like some Ghanaians say, a day like an old day. So he was there, but as if he was not there because they didn't know him. Okay, knowing his identity. Joseph, without their knowing his identity, he asked them to bring his full brother, the youngest son, Benjamin, Bin Yamin in Arab, Benjamin, 12 to chapter 12 of that's this chapter. 43, Psalms 43 to 63. No, to 68, Psalm 43 to 68, full stop. Paragraph. Joseph detains Benjamin and by a stratagem convicts his half-brothers of their hatred and crime against himself, gives them and sends them to bring Jacob and the whole family from Canaan to Egypt. So they were previously resident in Canaan, not Egypt. And that story can be found in this very chapter 12, 69 to 93. We shall get there, God willing. Last paragraph. Israel, into brackets, Jacob. So when we say Jacob, it means Israel. Mm. Uh, and Israel, can I remember Israel? Spirit of love or something. Oh, I've forgotten it. Okay. Israel, into bracket, Jacob, comes, comma, is comforted is comforted and settles in Egypt. The name of God is glorified. The truth of God endures forever, and God's purpose is fully revealed in the hereafter. 12:94, Surah 12, this Surah 94 to 111. I wish to remind viewers that whenever I mention God, it is actually Allah in the Quran. I don't care about those who think Allah is a different thing from God. Hmm? Allah is God. In this very book that I'm holding, you go to the, I think index or so, yes. And when you are looking for Allah, they will tell you to refer to God. And this was done by our great 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 grandparents who interpreted the Quran centuries back. That's if I'm not wrong. So Allah is God, and that's why when I get to Allah, I present it as God. There's no distinction. And God is God of the universe, the creator, the one, the sustainer, the comforter. So many titles ascribed to him. So that is the introduction to chapter 12. Let's see if we can do a few verses in addition to that. Uh, Alif, Lam, Ra. Tilka ayatun. Tilka ayatul kitabil mubin. Tu. Tilka ayatul kitabil mubin. In English. Oh, I didn't read Bismillah. It's okay. Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Alif Lam Ra. Tilka ayatul kitabil mubin. In the name of God, most gracious, most merciful. A-L-R. These are the verses of the perspicuous book, Kitabul Mubin, perspicuous book, Kitabul Mubin, perspicuous book. And there are two commentaries to that, 1627 and 1628. 1627, 1628. Let's go there. 1627. For the meaning of these letters, see Appendix 1. I don't know if you've done it or we're yet to get there. See Appendix 1. Then 1628, ayat, the meaning of ayat. I think it's been explained already before, but let's go there again. Let's do it again. Ayat 1628, signs and verses of the Quran. Full stop. The whole of Joseph's story is a sign or a miracle. Yes, so ayat means sign. And you can see I almost always use it in my YouTube or on my YouTube, in my videos. Uh, or a miracle, and then dash, a wonder working exposition of the plan of and purpose of God. And that's the explanation of miracle here. Miracle is dash, a wonder working. Wonder working is hyphenated. A wonder working exposition of the plan and purpose of God. We go to sign 2. Inna anzalnahu. Inna anzalnahu Qur'anan Arabiyya la'allakum ta'qilun. We have sent it down. Inna anzalnahu. We have sent it down. Inna anzalnahu. Then it asks, Qur'anan Arabiyan. Qur'anan Arabiyan. An Arabic Qur'an. An Arabic Qur'an. So you see, the Arabic language, this Quran is strengthening it very much. Qur'anan Arabiyan la'allakum ta'kilun. Lawat la'allakum ta'kilun. In order that ye may learn wisdom. In order that ye, Y-E, may learn wisdom. Let's go to 1630. What's the commentary there? Quran means something, one, to read. I think it's in my videos already. Two, to recite. Three, proclaimed. It may apply to a verse or a surah or to the whole book or revelation. So read, recite, proclaim. I added one. Read, recite, proclaim, and reverse or something like I've forgotten. I had 4 points for it. So let's take the three important ones that our elders have put there. Read, recite, proclaim. Yes, I think rehearse was is the fourth one. Rehearse, read, recite, proclaim, rehearse. And the rehearsal is important. People are doing it all over the world. Okay. Or to the whole book of Revelation. No, no. It may apply to a verse or a surah or to a whole book of Revelation. In other words, you might read just a verse, recite just a verse, proclaim just a verse, rehearse just a verse, or it may mean the whole surah. You may recite you might recite a whole surah, or read a whole surah, or recite a whole surah, or proclaim a whole surah, or rehearse a whole surah, or to the whole book of Revelation. In other words, you can read the whole of the Quran. You can read the whole of the Quran, recite the whole of the Quran, proclaim the whole of the Quran, or rehearse the whole of the Quran. It applies to all. Okay, and that is the commentary to section 2. I'm sorry, we're on section 1 rather. That's the commentary to sign 2. We go to sign 3 now. Nano nakusu alayka ahsanal kasasi bima awhayna ilayka hazal Qur'ana. Yes, hazal Qur'ana. We do relate unto thee the most beautiful of stories, in that we reveal thee this portion. In that we reveal, sorry, in that we reveal to thee this Quran, but before then, brackets, portion, in that we reveal to thee this portion of the Quran. Wa in kunta min qablihi لمن الف لمن الغافلين وإن كنت من قبله لمن الغافلين. Before this, thou too was among those who knew it not. That's the interpretation given by our elders. And before this, thou too was among those who knew it not. And what is it in Quran? In kunta min kablihi lamina gafilin. Well, the true meaning of gafilin may be not paying heed. Mm? Those who do not pay heed. Something like that. But here our elders have properly interpreted it to get to know to suit what the message to suit the message given to us, being given to us, to suit the message being given to us. Okay. Or it could be not who be not. And there is a commentary to it 1631. Let's go to 1631. And that commentary is beautiful stories. Beautiful stories. Quran. No, we've done that. This 1631. Beautiful. Most beautiful of stories. Yes, most beautiful of stories. Column. See introduction to the surah. We've done it already. Eloquence consists. Eloquence consists. Eloquence consists conveying by a word or hint many meanings for those who can understand and who can understand and wish to learn wisdom. Those who can understand and wish to learn wisdom. Not only by Joseph's story into inverted commas, into two double inverted commas, beautiful in that sense. Not only related to Joseph's story, beautiful in that sense. Joseph himself was renowned for manly beauty, semicolon. The women of Egypt called him a noble angel. 1231. We'll get there. And the beauty of his exterior form was a symbol of the beauty of the soul. So, as beautiful as his body was, so his soul was beautiful. And so our souls are supposed to be beautiful. All right. Let's go to the next sign, which is sign 4. Uh, Iskala Yusufu لأبيه يا أبنت يا أبتي is Kala Yusuf لأبيه يا أبتي إني رأيت أحد عشر. Oh, he's now going to relate his story. Okay, let's go there first. Behold, Joseph said to his father, is Kala Yusuf لأبيه, oh my father, Ya Abati, Ya Abati, oh my father, Ya Abati, Inni Ra'aita Ahada Ashara Kaukaban. Ida Ashara Kaukaban. Oh my father, I did see 11 stars. I did see 11 stars. Inna Areta Ida. Let me read it well. Sorry, Inni rather. Sorry, it's not Inni, it's Inani. I'm sorry. It's good I came back. Eh? Inani Aretu Ahada Ashara Kaukaban. Inani, I did see 11 stars. Kaukaban. 11 stars كوكبا. أه؟ والشمس والقمر والشمس والقمر إنهم إنهم لي سج إنه لي ساجدين إنهم لي ساجدين. And the sun and the moon والشمس والقمر. I saw them prostrate themselves to me. See, I'm beginning to laugh already. Pardon me. He saw 11 stars, the sun and the moon, prostrating to him. He told the dad, as young as he was, he told the dad, I have seen 11 stars, Kaukaban, Washamsa, the sun, Walkamara, the moon, prostrate to him. The 11 stars are stand for who? The brothers, the sun and the moon, maybe the dad and the mom, prostrate to him. And indeed, they did prostrate to him in Egypt. Okay, let's see. Prostrate themselves to me. 1633. Let's go to the commentary. Joseph was a mere lad, LAD, but he was true and frank and righteous. He was a type of manly, yes, he was a type of manly beauty and rectitude. Full stop. His father loved him dearly. His half brothers were jealous of him and hated him. His destiny was prefigured in the vision. His destiny was prefigured in the vision, which they didn't want to come true, but which came true by the machinations of God the Almighty. So his destiny was prefigured in the vision. Full stop. He was to be exalted in rank above the 11 brothers. That's the stars. That's what it. Above the 11 brothers. That's the stars. And his father and mother. That's sun and moon. And his father and mother, sun and moon. But as the subsequent story shows, he never lost his head, but always honored his parents and repaid his brothers' craft and hatred with forgiveness and kindness. Full stop. That's commentary to sign 1634. There is another commentary to that very sign, 1635. Let's go there. 1365. The story is the story is brought up at once to its spiritual bearing. Yes, it's spiritual because if stars represent human brothers, and then sun represents father and moon represents mother, that's spiritual. Yes. So the story is brought up at once to its spiritual bearing. Full stop. These wicked brothers were puppets in the hands of evil. I love that. Puppets in the hands of evil. Full stop. They allowed their manhood to be subjected by evil, not remembering that evil was the declared opposite or enemy of the true nature and instincts of manhood. Full stop. Now we go to the next sign, which is sign sign 6. We've done sign 5, sign 5. Yes. Which is sign 6. Then, I think this is the father speaking. Then, wakazalika, wakazalika yajnabika, وكذلك يجنبك ربك ويعلمك من التويل من التويل. I can see very well. وذلك يجتابك. I don't know. Let's see. Pardon me, viewers. Sometimes. Pardon me. I'm not seeing very well, and I beg your pardon, viewers. وكذلك يجتابك. Sorry, وكذلك يجتبيك. Yes. وكذلك يجتبيك ربك ويعلمك من التويل. Thus will thy Lord choose thee and teach. Sorry. Thus will thy Lord choose thee and teach thee the interpretation of dreams. وكذلك يجتبيك ربك ويعلم ويع ويعلمك من التويل الأحاديث 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 ويتم نعمته ويتم نعمته عليك وعلى آل يعقوب. Let's stop there. Thus will thy Lord choose thee and teach thee the interpretation of dreams, into brackets, and events by and perfect. Oh, I don't know if this is a mistake. The interpretation of stories and events. And where we are here, I have an and perfect his favor. It doesn't. I think that's it's supposed to be ANT. Pardon me, viewers. Please try. Let's try to see if we can correct them together. If we can correct it together. And perfect his favor is AN. But if I read it and perfect his favor, I think that is right. But here it is AN. Okay, let's go. And perfect his favor to thee and to the posterity of Jacob. Let me correct it. I think it should be end. I don't know why I haven't seen it. I've gone through this before, and that's a long time ago anyway. So it should be, and perfect his favor to thee and to the posterity of Jacob, and to the posterity of Jacob. So that's Jacob's descendants, not just his family. Where is it? Allah. Wa yutimmu ni'matuhu ala alayka wa ala alil yakuba wa ala alil yakuba kama atammaha ala abu kama atammaha ala abawaika kama atammaha ala abawaika min qablu Ibrahima من قبل إبراهيم وإسحاق. Pardon me, viewers. Uh, and perfect the favor to thee and to the posterity of Jacob, even as he perfected it to thy fathers, to thy fathers, Abraham and Isaac, Ibrahim or Isaac, Abraham and Isaac, aforetime, min kablo, aforetime, min kablo. Uh, inna rabuka ali, inna rabuka ali mun hakimun. Inna rabuka Inna Rabaka, Inna Rabaka Alimun Hakimun. Mm. For thy Lord is full of knowledge and wisdom. Hakimun. Mm. Full of knowledge and wisdom. Mm. So when you are called Hakim, it actually means Abdul Hakim, servant of the wise, which is God. No human being can be wise except the servant of the Lord who is wise. All right. The commentary is 1637. 1637. Uh, it goes, whatever happens is the result of God's will and plan. Whatever happens in your life, viewer, and in my life, in the life of your dad, your mom, your sisters, your household, my dad, my mom, my sisters, my household, is the result of God's will and plan. I think this is word of wisdom. Okay. And he is good and wise, and he knows all things. This is good commentary. Therefore, we must trust him. God. Therefore, we must trust him. In Joseph's case, in Joseph's case, he could look back to his fathers and to Abraham, the true, the righteous, who through all adversities kept his faith pure and undefiled and won through. This is referring to Abraham now, if I'm not mistaken. That is the end of section 1 of chapter 12. I think we should break here and come back later to begin section 2. Thank you very much for giving me your attention. Bye bye. Au revoir. May God be with you all. Assalamu alaikum.